Do you want to know how to set up social learning units inside of your Facebook group so you can turn it into a full-blown membership site for your program, for your coaching, for your digital product? Doesn't matter. So in this video, I'm going to break it down for you step by step on how to set up your social learning units in your Facebook group. But before we dive into this, welcome back to my channel. Super excited to see you here. If you are new, welcome. Be sure to consider subscribing down below if you enjoy this kind of content about social media, Facebook, coaching, entrepreneurship. So my name is Jelena Ostrovska from JelenaOstrovska.com. Super excited to see you here. Let's dive into the tutorial. But before I even do that, I also want you to check out this video right here if you're curious if a Facebook group is right for your business and it's something that you can use. So as you can see, I am inside of my private Facebook group right now. So that is the current free community. And by the way, if you're not a part of it, then you can definitely jump in it. So the link you can see right here. So obviously, like, this is kind of a newer Facebook group that I set up recently. So we are going to use it as my guinea pig for this particular video, but I will show you my old Facebook. As you can see, we don't have anything set up yet. So, but I do have my old Facebook group. I've had a lot of challenges and struggles with it. I may have to do a separate video on that, but I did have a video series that I put together as units inside of my Facebook group. So the category of each group that I have is social learning, because I'm a coach, I'm an educator, I teach entrepreneurs how to grow their businesses. So that's generally the kind of category that I do. So it does allow me to put together the units as well. So this group is actually archived. We did move away from it. So I'm not necessarily going to create anything new here. So, but I will show you how to do it here in the new one. So what you can do as well is if you set up a group in a way that you want people to watch the units first before they dive into any other content within the group and start browsing, then you can make units the default landing tab, excuse me. So instead of the actual discussion, which is, you know, we're not going to go there right now. So you can go into the settings if you need to, but what I'm going to do, so right now I see that your group has social learning units. I can create an agenda curriculum, put posts in your own order, track completion of posts, help people learn new things. So the way units work, they basically are like categories within a course. So, and under each unit, you can have multiple different posts. So maybe you have been creating content in your Facebook group for a while, but you're just like, I really want people to engage with the old content that I have put here months ago. So what you can do is you can use your old posts and put them under each unit in the order that you want them to be in. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and create a unit. So we're just going to call it test 1. Okay, we can add unit description. In this unit, you'll learn, if I can type correctly, you'll learn how to build your personal brand on social. It can be whichever that is. So you can make it optional. So this unit won't be counted towards the completion goal, because when you have the units, when you have the overall structure, then once people complete it, you're actually going to see in the insights of your group who completed the units and who did not. So that's a really good way to track who is actually completing your program, right? So we're going to go ahead and create the unit, and it's going to take us to the next page. Okay, so now I can write a post and I can add something new to this, right? So I can also add, I can edit this unit. If I don't like something, then I can go ahead and redo this. I can reorder the post. So what we're going to do is I'm about to go over to the discussion and we'll see excuse me, what we have going on here. So let's say if I want to put this video, so this is the YouTube video that I promoted inside of my group, right? So I can go over to here and pretty much I can put everything over to the units, right? So I can add to new units, you can see right here, and I can add it to test number 1. And then I can do something like how to use Facebook rooms. Right, so I can make it optional if I want to. Not going to do this right now. We're going to go ahead and add it to unit, and I'll show you a couple more posts, how I add them over there. then if you have a particular survey, for example, okay, so it did push us over to the unit right here. So we're going to go ahead and exit it out. And what we're going to do right now, so let's say if you have, I did a survey recently. So what's going on with this group? So I did a survey recently. So if I want to include it in my units, so at the end of each unit, you may want to be like, okay, so I want to promote this, or I want to have, you know, a survey, we're just going to call it like this, keep it boring, right? So then it's going to push us over to the learning. That's the only like thing, is it just keeps you pushing over here. And I can already actually see who has completed it. That's the cool thing. Like, it already shows me that 36 people have completed this unit. They've already seen those posts, right? So that's what you can do. So now if I go ahead and I add another unit, which I have to scroll, where do I have to do that? Okay, so that's unit number 1. Now let's go over to the social learning as well, because sometimes it does get, okay, so now you can see we've got the survey, we've got how to use the Facebook rooms, and it shows that this is a post, this is a URL. So, and then here, again, now you can see move up, move down, move to top, move to bottom. So that's how you can actually change the order of your units. If I go ahead and I create the second unit, I'm going to go ahead and show you how it looks like. So we're going to make it test 2. In this unit, you'll learn how to build an email list, right? So I'm going to go ahead and create it. And then it's about to go ahead and pop up right here. So test number 2. We're going to go ahead over to the units, and now you can see test 1, test number 2. So if you have a course, you have to think about what kind of structure do you want to have for it. So if you want to have, you know, module number 1 is basically going to be unit number 1. If you have module number 2, it's going to have module number 2. So imagine how your course looks like. So if you have 6 different modules, you're basically going to have 6 different units. And if you have 5 bonuses, then that may be 1 unit where you put all of your bonuses, or that may be 5 different units where you have those bonuses. So you can only see once each unit is being completed, and especially when you go over to, let's say, like survey, right here I can see how many people have completed that. So, and then you can also reorder everything here. So that's pretty much how you are going to use the units. It's super, super handy if you're just getting started and if you want to keep people on Facebook instead of actually building out a membership site when you're just starting out. So that is something you can use for your business. So there you go. That's how you set up social learning units inside of your Facebook group, so you can pretty much use it as your membership site. If you are not ready to invest in a software, honestly, Facebook group is one of the safest routes, I would say. If you are worried about people stealing your content or whatnot, there's virtually no ways to download Facebook videos from a Facebook group. I've tried myself and it doesn't always work that well, so definitely something that you can use for your business if you are just a beginner, just starting out and want to keep things as simple as possible. So with that being said, hope you enjoyed this video, hope this gave you some clarity as far as how to set up the units. And before you go, be sure to check out these videos right here all about Facebook and growing your business using social media, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.